Okay, hello everyone. So basically I got a lot of comments from the previous video on the LinkedIn Leads builder, right? Some people were saying they're having issues with the HTTPS request node, this one, which such as Google. And so that's understandable, and I'll just do a quick tutorial on how to do it. So I did forget to mention about the CX key. I did just leave it there, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter if you give it to other people because doesn't go to API cost. But basically, I'll build it completely from scratch and like a different Google account and everything. So is exactly if you wanted to completely rebuild it yourself, you see how. So firstly, we'll build the HTTPS request node. So this is the URL that the API goes to. Oh, put OBSD file in it. And you send query parameters, and then these are the queries, the key, which you get from Google Console, the CX, which I'll show you how to get also, and the query. And then we'll just make the query, we'll just search up LinkedIn, yeah. And also the pagination and stuff, I'll leave it out because it doesn't really apply here, but it'll be on the other workflow. Yep. So let's just go to an API. As you can see, I was testing it out, but let's just make. So if you've never made anything on Google Console, make a new project, right? Search up Google Console, right? Search up Google Cloud Console, right? Go here, and then you can make a project, which is you press this button on the top left, press new project, and we'll just say Google search. Right, that's probably not a good name. Google search for YouTube. Create that. And then once you create the project, if you're on another project, just make sure to switch over here, select project. And basically Google Cloud Console has access to a bunch of APIs, right? So we'll go and enable the API that we want to enable, which can be seen in the HTTPS request node, which is the custom search API, right? So we just search up custom search up here. Custom search, and then this take a while, this one right here. Yep. And then you can see this, press enable. So then now this project has this API enabled. Just wait for it to load a little bit. Yep. Okay, and then now we go to credentials, right? And then we create credentials, go to API key, and then we just create the key. Oh, we should probably name it. No, it doesn't matter. But yeah, create the key, let it load for a bit, and then this is our key, and then the show key. No, I'm not trying to copy this. I'm going to delete this after. So just paste it in there, and now we need a CX. Now the CX is actually the ID for the Google search engine is going to use. So if you search up Google search programmable engine, yeah, and then wait, actually I think it just goes straight to control panel. Yep. So this is the Google, this way you can create a Google search programmable engine for NDN. Basically we name it LinkedIn search. And then you can make it search specifically for LinkedIn sites. Like you could just paste this in, but for sake of simplicity, search entire web, and then robot create. And then now you have this script. You just get the CXGIS from here, grab that, and then put it in here. And that should be it. Now if I press run, all the data is done. Easy. I think that only took me like 2 minutes. That's basically how you make the HTTPS request node. That's how you get all the authentication stuff like that, and then that should be enough to get the workflow running. Comment down below if there's any problems, any issues, and yeah, thanks.